Rosenberg Implement was founded in 1937, and since its inception, they have always been your full-service John Deere dealership. Headquartered in Winter, they now have grown to dealerships in Pierre, Phillip, and their latest addition of Nebraska stores in Bloomfield, Harrington, Laurel, and Wayne. Even with their past success, they understand that they need to continually prove themselves each and every day to earn your business and trust, and are committed to doing just that. Proudly sponsoring the Winter Warriors and Lady Warriors dream and the coverage of the pursuit of those dreams on Winter Warriors Live.
There's a lot of uncertainties in farming and ranching today, but one thing is certain. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain and Winter are your crop and livestock insurance specialists. Statewide's agents have a background in agriculture and work hard to provide growers and ranchers with risk management plans and insurance coverage that fits their business needs. From hail insurance, livestock revenue protection, to multi-peril crop and revenue insurance, Statewide will help you with the right decisions. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain and Winter, locally owned, your dependable partner in crop and livestock protection, and an equal opportunity provider.
Lil Feller in Winter welcomes all fans and travelers to Winter. We invite you to stop by before or after the game for the best in snacks, drinks, ice, fuel, and much more. It's all available at the Lil Feller, your 24-hour convenience store in Winter. Lil Feller also wants to wish all the Warrior and Lady Warriors good luck on the season and in tonight's competition. We are excited to bring you coverage of all of tonight's action on Winter Warriors Live. And remember, the Lil Feller is the one for all your pregame and postgame convenience traveling needs.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is a matinee baseball action, and it is going to be a good one. This is Winter Warriors Live coverage of amateur baseball. Winter Colome hosting the Parkston Mudcats. The relevance of this game is this the third time they've met this year. The Parkston Mudcats come in the most recent polls as the #1 ranked team in Class B. Winter Colome, the #5 team. In the first meeting between these two teams this season, Winter lost that one 4-0. That was the first game of a doubleheader. The second game, Winter Colome lost 4-3 in 12 innings. Late base hit scores a run for Parkston, and it's a game that the Winter Colome Pheasants felt that they should have come away with. Joining me today on our webcast is Doug Sherman. Doug, as always, a welcome addition to the broadcast. Get you away from me and get a little intelligence into this webcast, especially when it comes to baseball. Doug, what do we have in store for us as far as lineups today?
Well, Jody, defensively, Winter Colome on the mound has Drew Weber pitching. Behind the plate catching will be Austin Ritchie. Playing first base will be Dylan Lamley. Playing second base will be Terrell Bald. Playing third base is J.J. Farner. Shortstop is Derek Gracer. Out in left field will be John Hansen. Austin Calhoun's playing center field, and Shane Pyle rounds out the defensive lineup playing right field. Parkston offensively will start the game off with Jeff Harris. He's playing center field. He'll be followed by Dan Bonte, their shortstop, then Tom Murtha, their left fielder, then Jeff Heisinger, their third baseman. James Bamer is their extra hitter. Tyler Knowles playing first base. Brady Knowles doing the pitching. Dylan Mott playing right field, Chris Weld doing the catching, and Luke O'Hara playing second base.
You know, the last time I got to see Drew Weber on the mound was in that now famous game between Pier in Winter Colome here about 4 weeks ago. Drew Weber's going to do a nice job on the mound today for the Pheasants.
First one's hit out in the center field, and Calhoun makes a dive at it but can't make the catch. So Harris will start the game with a stand-up double. Calhoun almost made an outstanding play on that to make the catch, but just couldn't quite get to that ball. So we now have a runner on at second and nobody out to start the game off, and the batter is now their shortstop, Dan Bonte. That's definitely not the way we wanted to start this game off, Jody.
No, if you're a Mudcat fan, no, that's exactly what you want. Great effort by Austin Calhoun. That ball really was held up by that light breeze that we've got coming in. I thought he was going to have an opportunity to run it down.
Yeah, he made a tremendous effort just to even get to the ball. Just couldn't make the outstanding catch. Well, one thing's for certain here, runs will probably be at a premium in this game, so Winter Colome needs to now do everything they can to contain Mr. Harris out there at second base and not allow him to come across the home plate. Counting Bonte's now 2 balls, 1 strike. That one will be fouled into the Winter Colome dugout. Hope nobody got hurt there. That'll even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. That went right into the dugout. Doesn't look like anyone's moving around too badly, like anyone's hurt, so I think we're okay. So with a 2-2 count now on Bonte, Weber's about to deliver. Breaking ball will miss outside, and that'll bring the count full. That'll go foul. We'll do it again.
Bonte's a transplant. He is originally from the Garrettson area. I know they're both up at Dakota Wesleyan.
Yeah, looking through the Parkston lineup, you know, through the years, many times we've faced them, Legion games, Teener games, and club baseball games, so a lot of names look familiar, and I have to admit Bonte was not one of them. That one skied out in the right field. Shane Pyle's going to make the catch and
no tag.
Throw her back in for out number 1. Well, that'll bring to the plate left fielder Tom Murtha.
We're getting our camera set for you. I shouldn't have messed with them. I had them set beforehand. And just tweak them a little bit and you got to redo everything.
Not sure what's going on the field. Do you have an issue with dirt in his cleats?
Yep. He's got mud in the cleats. The umpire got him the...
We did have some rain here last night, but overall the field looks to be in outstanding condition, so I'd suspect this won't be a problem for very long today with the partly cloudy skies we have and the wind blowing.
There's a lot of humidity in the air, though. It might not dry up.
Jody, always the weatherman here. That one will miss outside for ball 1 on Murtha. Murtha is definitely a name I remember from the past. Remember playing with him on the mound pitching a few times in club baseball and in Legion ball.
Common name over in that Parkston area, too. Drew does a nice job getting back ahead on this count. Well, Drew is shifty. And by that, I mean he keeps you totally off balance.
Well, Murtha's retired, looking for out number 2 of the inning. So the batter will now be third baseman Jeff Heisinger. You know, Jody, to be honest with you, this is my first chance to see Drew Weber pitch on the mound this year. I do have to say I like what I see so far.
He's not a thrower. He's truly a pitcher. He's very cerebral on the mound. He's going to work his off speed with that fastball. Fastball is not going to be overbearing, but what's nice about it, he's going to put it wherever the catcher's put is. He's got great placement.
And that's one thing, Jody. I mean, we've talked about that in other ball games. sometimes it isn't about having to throw that 90-plus-mile-an-hour fastball to get people out. Mostly it's about hitting your spots and changing speeds.
Keeping those batters off balance in the box.
Farner's got it. He'll throw over to first to Lamley, or retire Heisinger, and that will end the inning. Winter Colome does a great job to prevent the leadoff double from doing any damage. So we're heading to the bottom of the first, and we'll have Austin Ritchie, Austin Calhoun, and Derek Gracer coming to the plate when we return.
Frontier Motors is a committed sponsor of the student-athlete activities in our area and are proud to bring you coverage of Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior activities on Winter Warriors Live. Frontier Motors in Winter is a full-service dealer for Chevrolet, GMC, Buick, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram vehicles. They also maintain one of the area's largest inventory of quality pre-owned vehicles. With over 300 in stock, the best selection at the best price is at Frontier Motors in Winter. Frontier Motors on West Highway 18, or shop online at frontiermotors.com.
Mel's Auto is a dedicated sponsor of all the action of Warrior and Lady Warrior activities on Winter Warriors Live. If you want your automotive in-road ready condition, bring it to Mel's Auto on 210 Polk Street in Winter. They have 3 full-time experienced mechanics on hand who get your vehicle back on the road fast. All types of repairs from oil changes to major overhauls and everything in between at the most competitive prices. They even pick up and deliver too. So when you need quality repairs of any type, be confident in Mel's Automotive in Winter. Call 842-2643 for an appointment.
People say the good old days are gone, but Harry K keeps proving them all wrong. The K stands for quality, like the way things used to be. The best sales and service in Central South Dakota. Harry K, the people difference. Harry K, the people difference.
Welcome back to Leahy Bowl. We're about to start the bottom of the first, and we'll start things off here with our catcher, Austin Ritchie, coming to the plate. Third base, Jeff Heisinger. Shortstop, Dan Bonte. Left field, they have Tom Murtha. Center field, Jeff Harris. And in right field is Dylan Mott. Count on Ritchie's now 1 ball, 1 strike. That'll get away from the catcher for ball 2. You know, Jody, Winter Colome did an outstanding job in that first inning to contain the damage there and not allow that run to score. Because again, with the number 5 team in the state and the number 1 team in the state playing, I suspect runs will be at a premium. We got 2 great ball teams here with great pitching, so every run does matter today.
It will. We saw that the other night. We had a great game the other night in Legion Ball. Winter Colome hosted Martin, and Joe Mayville and Drew Demers put on a pitching clinic. 23 of the 54 outs, or 51 outs, were by strikeout.
That had to have been a fun game to watch. Ritchie's retired on the ground ball to Dan Bonte, and that'll be out number 1 of the inning. Austin Calhoun will now step in, playing center field for us today.
Winter Colome went to Pierre 3 nights ago, took on Pierre in the rematch. It was a game they led 2-0 after 1 inning. They lost that game 7-4, but it was a very competitive game. Winter had a couple. Talked to Shane Pyle out at Frontier Motors, and he felt it was a game that they felt got away from them. So Winter Colome playing good baseball.
Hyde Stadium in Pierre is a tough place to play. I mean, there's definitely a home field advantage in place. Breaking ball miss outside for ball 2. So counting Calhoun's 2 balls, 1 strike. You know, Jody, I'm sitting here thinking, ever since that year Winter Colome beat Parkston in the Legion and the year we took the championship, 2006, I don't recall Parkston playing here at Leahy Bowl in the 8 years since then until today.
You know, I can't remember a Parkston team playing here either.
And it's kind of odd because we're really not that far apart. We're 90 miles apart roughly, and you know why we don't play one another more often puzzles me. But
why don't we play Platte more often?
I believe this is I believe this is Parkston's first return to this field since that day in any level, any form. Gracer hammers one down the line, just foul. Derek Gracer now batting for Winter Colome. We have runner on first, 1 out, and an 0-1 count now on Gracer.
But I guess my point, it's tough to get those Sunshine League teams over here because they play such a busy schedule. You could go back to Legion and look at it and say, it makes no sense, and it really doesn't.
And like at the teener level, and that'll catch a corner for called strike 2. So Gracer now with an 0-2 hole, hoping to battle back here and make something happen. Runner Calhoun with a modest lead. Gracer's hit by the pitch on an 0-2 count. We'll see if we can capitalize on that now, as that's kind of a cardinal sin of baseball. You don't want to hit that batter when you have an 0-2 count. So now that'll put runners on first and second with 1 out, and we'll have Dylan Lamley, our first baseman, coming to the plate.
You know, another point of interest that I want to bring to everybody's attention, as Parkston is here today for this amateur game, they're going to be in town for high school football over homecoming weekend. And it's going to be my guess that they're going to be the preseason #1. And
that's hit in the right field.
It's going to be interesting. Calhoun on the horse.
Throw's coming home. It's going to be off to the side. Calhoun will score. And with the throw, that's going to allow the runners to advance. So we'll end up with runners on second and third, along with a run scored. So Winter draws first blood here with the base hit, RBI by Lamley. And Ryan Ritchie now batting. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's all right. When we need to interrupt, when action takes place, we're going to break away. Dylan Lamley, not with the most beautiful hit, but in the scorebook, it's going to be an RBI single. Able to catch up to that offering by Knowles and just punch it into right field. Winter Colome with the lead.
Yeah, it was a good piece of hitting. Took it opposite field, threaded through the infield, and now he has an RBI, and we got a 1-0 lead. That one's chopped high. It'll be fielded by Knowles, thrown to first, so Ritchie's going to be retired for out number 2. Shane Pyle, the right fielder, now be coming to the plate.
But that game, homecoming weekend, I'm guessing Parkston's your preseason #1 in the high school polls. I know we got St. Thomas More. I'm predicting they'll be the #2 team in the polls this upcoming season. I think we have them the weekend before. That's speculation.
I think we're going to have a lot of fun this football season, Jody, with some of those towns and the matchups you're talking about. Especially, I mean, Parkston, you know, after last year, they probably got a little chip on their shoulder wanting to beat Winter, and Winter isn't about to just give in to that.
No, that's not in our heritage. But what's interesting, we beat them, they make the dome, so they can come over here and beat us. I don't care. It ultimately comes down to the end of the season. That's all that matters.
Had a miss down low, so ball 3. A 2-1 count now on Pyle.
Yikes.
One skied in the right field, and Mock will make the catch. That'll retire Pyle, and that will end the inning. Winter Colome draws first blood, though, as they score 1 run, leaving 2 on base. So with a 1-0 lead, we're headed to the second. Parkston will be sending up James Beamer, Tyler Knowles, and Brady Knowles when we return.
DB's Bait and Tackle has expanded to be the largest dealer in South Central South Dakota. DB's is stocked with tons of tackler for your angler adventures and live bait. So whether it's bass, walleye, northern catfish, or whatever you want to catch, stop in and you'll agree DB's Bait and Tackle at 142 West 4th Street in Winter is your store with more. DB's Bait and Tackle, proud to sponsor all the Winter Warrior activities on Winter Warriors Live. Good luck in tonight's contest.
The store that always does the most for you is the Winter Food Center. We wish the best of luck to the Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior teams as a proud sponsor of all the action on Winter Warriors Live. We invite you to stop out for your everyday grocery needs, fresh produce, top-grade meat department, incredible dairy section, and much, much more. Or, for your special event orders, you'll always find what you're looking for at the Winter Food Center. And they always deliver speedy, friendly service at the Winter Food Center, the store doing the most for you.
The American dream is of a better future, a confident retirement. Those dreams have taken a beating lately. As a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, Layden & Associates is dedicated to helping you keep your dreams alive by listening, planning, working with you one-on-one, so you can retire your way with confidence. Call today at 842-3832. Office is located at 214 East 2nd Street in Winter. Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC. Ameriprise Financial cannot guarantee future financial results.
Welcome back to Leahy Bowl. We're starting the top half of the second inning here with Winter leading by a score 1-0. James Bamer is now stepping in to bat. He has an 0-2 count on him now. You know, after that leadoff double, Drew Weber's thrown outstanding here. Been ahead of every hitter he's faced since then. On the 1-2 count, here comes the pitch.
Oh,
breaking
great
balls
curveball
in there for called strike 3. Great curveball, yes.
Now I told you, you've made mention that this is the first time that you saw Weber pitch. I told you Weber is a heck of a pitcher. The other one you haven't seen yet is John Hansen.
I did get to see
you saw
John Hansen.
Okay.
That was that Friday night game I did up here. We played Gregory that night, I believe. That one's in there for a called strike. Batter right now is first baseman Tyler Knowles. You know, Jody, we talk about the last time Parkston was here. Drew Weber played in that tourney for Flandreau as well.
You're right. State tournament.
So, kind of got a reunion all around today.
We've combined some players. They've combined some players from Garrettson.
There's that breaking ball again for called strike 2, and that evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You know, I'm only going to make mention of this once because ESPN has overkilled it for the last 36 hours. LeBron is going home. Crazy.
I thought you were talking about the real big news. Tanaka is out for 6 weeks.
That was about 72 to 96 hours old.
Okay.
And it really never had the impact on ESPN that LeBron is having.
No, and there's a reason for that. ESPN is centered out of Connecticut, and they hate the Yankees. So.
Well, I'm in South Dakota, and I kind of feel the same way. So.
I seem to be surrounded up here by opposition. Well, count now full. Here's breaking ball. Oh, just missed. That couldn't have missed by much there, Jody. That looked like a really good pitch. So Knowles will draw a lead, or a 1-out walk, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Brady Knowles.
And who's on deck?
We have Dylan Mock on deck, and Chris Weld and Luke O'Hara following behind him. Not sure how Knowles was even able to lay off that last ball, because, I mean, that had to have been millimeters outside the zone.
Both pitchers seem a little frustrated by the condition of the pitching mound right now.
I didn't get here early, Jody. I assumed the mound was tarped, correct?
No, it was not. Not when I got here.
Gracer will field it. He's going to throw the ball. There's one. Throw down the first. In time, double play. The 6-4-3 double play will clear the bases and end the inning. So we're heading to the bottom of the second, and Winter will be sending up J.J. Farner, Terrell Bald, and John Hanson when we return.
How long should your dreams live?
Long enough to pay off the house.
Long enough to send the kids to college.
Your dreams should live forever. So help protect them with American Families Life Insurance. Use our online life needs calculator at amfam.com and call your local agent to find out how much coverage is right for you and your family. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it. Life insurance underwritten by American Family Life Insurance Company. Home office, Madison, Wisconsin.
Here at Farmers Union Insurance, they do everything they can to make sure that you have the right insurance for your specific needs. They understand not every individual or family has the same insurance needs, and insurance is not a one-size-fits-all type solution. You see, they look at themselves as an insurance consultant rather than the typical salespeople. Farmers Union Insurance Agency's presence within the community is more than just an insurance office. They are proud to sponsor coverage of winter athletics and students. Good luck this year to all the Warrior and Lady Warriors.
Welcome back, everyone, here to Leahy Bowl. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon with two great amateur teams going at one another. Winter has a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. Coming up this inning, we have J.J. Farner leading things off. He'll be followed by Terrell Bald, John Hanson, and Drew Weber. Drew Weber, the pitcher, is being DH'd for. So J.J. Farner, Terrell Bald, and John Hanson.
Yeah, Doug, you got instant replay right in front of you constantly.
I gotta admit, I could get used to that, Jody. I really do like to see that.
We aim to please.
We were watching the instant replay on that double play last inning, and looked like a pretty bang-bang play at first. Very difficult to tell. Farner's retired on the ground ball to second, so that'll bring to the plate Terrell Bald. Umpires down on the field are Kelly Miners behind the plate and Rusty Heenan out on the bases. That one's outside for ball one. Fouled into the screen, and that'll even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike.
I've watched more baseball this summer here at Leahy Bowl than I had, I think, combined my entire life. The one thing that I'm picking up from all this observation here at Leahy Bowl, the quality pitchers just get into a rhythm, and they really are not working very hard on the mound. It's just they get into that rhythm, boom, 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 boom.
And throw strikes, make the batter swing. Well, count on ball 2-2 now. Here's the delivery and the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3, so ball to be retired. So now with 2 outs, batter will be Jonathan Hanson, our left fielder.
Coach Hanson, as we call him, as he is.
Swung on and missed for strike 1. Yeah, we have Coach Weber. We have Coach Hanson here today. Coach Calhoun.
Oh my goodness, yeah, they are.
So, and you know, I got a comment on that, Jody. That's great to see. I mean, that we got an outstanding amateur team here, very talented squad, and they're sharing their knowledge and abilities and skills with the younger teener crowd and Legion crowd. So, well, Hanson's retired for out number 3. We'll head her to the third. Dylan Mock, Chris Weld, and Luke O'Hara will be coming up when we return.
No job is too big or small for the gang at H&O Electric in winter. Whether it's a simple task around the house, to remodel, or new addition, to major construction, we provide residential, commercial, and industrial heating, cooling, and electrical work in winter. We can handle it all. Call 605-842-1117 for service or more information on your next project, big or small. H&O Electric is your authorized dealer of Crane heaters, too. Good luck in tonight's contest. H&O Electric is a proud sponsor of Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior coverage on Winter Warriors Live.
Winter
Winter Regional Healthcare is proud to sponsor coverage of Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior athletics and activities on Winter Warriors Live. Best of luck in tonight's event. Here at Winter Regional Healthcare, we are committed to professional care with a personal touch at our local hospital and long-term care facility. For more information on the services we provide, check out our website at winterregional.org. Winter Regional, proud to support the student athletes and activities. Honored to serve the families of
guys playing here that have all the knowledge, skills, and abilities that they do, share that with the younger kids in town, like the Legion, the teeners, and junior teeners, because, you know, that's building for the future there. I want to miss outside for ball one. That'll keep a strong amateur baseball program going a long time here in Winter, for Winter and Colome.
And you've seen improvements. Some of those teams are a little bit further along in their abilities, but you've seen improvements on every single level by the kids that are being coached up by these players.
And you know, I've seen that in other towns throughout the years too. Parkston is notorious for that, you know, their amateurs will help run the programs of the younger levels, and yeah, that just makes for strong programs when that happens. So it's good to see that that's taking place in Winter now, because I think that'll bode well for us in the future. Well, the leadoff walk to Mott will bring Chris Weld to the plate now. Weld doing the catching today for Parkston. First one's going to be fouled off for strike one.
I believe you coached against Tony Kinnenberg with Parkston.
I don't even remember back then.
I believe it was Tony Kinnenberg. And
the game I coached was in 2005. It was the state teener championship.
Yeah.
And we lost that one, I think, by a score of 11-3.
I'm sure it was Tony, and the relevance to this conversation is Tony Kinnenberg.
Wow, where does Jody get trivia like this? Now I know. So, well, we got runners in first and second, nobody out, and the batter is Luke O'Hara, playing second base today for Parkston. You know, with the number 10 hitter here, Jody, I'm kind of surprised. There he squares the bunt. I was going to say I was surprised he did not square the bunt in that first one. Weber did a great job of fielding that and throwing over to retire O'Hara on the sacrifice bunt. Had to pause there for a second, Jody, because I wasn't sure. Umpire Rusty Heenan's hands both went up. It was, I don't know if he's calling time or safe there. But clearly they did rule the batter O'Hara out, so he does get the sacrifice bunt done. That'll put runners now at second and third with one out. And the top of the lineup now coming up in Jeff Harris.
Terrible camera work, or you would have saw the replay where Otten, is it Otten? Luke Otten?
Luke O'Hara.
O'Hara went flying into first base, and Bald had to do everything he could just to get out of the way. That was going to be a physical play over there.
Yeah, nice play by Drew Weber to get over to that ball and make the very tough throw over to first.
Don't tell him that, because I missed the shot.
Okay.
Oh, mate, you need to tell him that.
Maybe he won't watch the replay. There's that breaking ball again for a called strike. Well, big at bat here, Jody, as Winter Colome has a 1-0 lead here in the third, and Parkston runners on its second and third. Well, Sky went into left field, and that will drift foul.
You know, that's so. In essence, it's a good thing that Hansen didn't catch that. It looked like he pulled up and had an opportunity, but you're never going to get. That runner's going to tag and score easily if you catch that out there. You're up 0-2 in the count. I think it was a cerebral play by Hansen. He's Mr. Lumosity, or whatever that app is that you always see on TV.
Yeah. Well,
very intelligent.
We're very fortunate it did not drop fair, because that would have surely cleared the bases. Breaking ball a miss outside for ball one.
Lumosity. The kids are all
the word of the day. Huh?
Yeah.
Ground ball's hit to Gracer. He'll throw to first. That's going to retire Harris, but a run does come in to score. Dylan Mock will come in to score in the play, and that will now tie our ball game up. So now with 2 outs, the batter will be Dan Bonte. Parkston with a nice job executing there with runners in scoring position. You know, got the ball in play. Winner had its infield playing back and got that run across. That one will be skied into center field. Calhoun's under it, and he'll make the catch, and that'll retire Bonte, and that will end our inning. Parkston does score 1 though, so we're knotted at 1 as we head into the fourth. Or, excuse me, as we head into the bottom of the third. Winter Colome will be sending up Austin Ritchie, Austin Calhoun, and Derek Gracer when we return.
The Winter Bowling Center is a proud sponsor of all the Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior action on Winter Warriors Live. For great family action, check out the Winter Bowling Center. We've got a great game room with pool, darts, foosball, pinball, and more. And we've got the best snack bar featuring delicious Mexican dishes, burgers, and of course, Stone Willie pizzas. Call in your order to 842-2287 for free delivery. We've also got an expanded casino room and can host all types of parties and events. The Winter Bowling Center, East Highway 44 in Winter.
The Pix Theater in downtown Winter is proud to be a sponsor of today's coverage on WinterWarriorsLive.com. We encourage all to attend today's game and cheer on the boys and girls of Tripp County in their pursuit of victory. And remember, if you have a break in your sports calendar, stop down for a movie and some great family fun and entertainment. Showtimes are Sunday through Thursday at 7:30 with double features on Friday and Saturday at 7:30 and 9:30 p.m. And remember, good luck in today's game.
Rosenberg Implement was founded in 1937, and since its inception, they have always been your full-service John Deere dealership. Headquartered in Winter, they now have grown to dealerships in Pierre, Phillip, and their latest addition of Nebraska stores in Bloomfield, Harrington, Laurel, and Wayne. Even with their past success, they understand that they need to continually prove themselves each and every day to earn your business and trust, and are committed to doing just that. Proudly sponsoring the Winter Warriors and Lady Warriors dream and the coverage of the pursuit of those dreams on Winter Warriors Live.
Welcome back, everybody. Austin Ritchie will lead things off for us here in the bottom of the third. That one's going to be drilled over in the foul territory and in right field for strike 1. Had a miss out. The count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Good ball game so far, Jody. We're all knotted at 1 here in the bottom of the third. And I would have expected nothing less.
Yeah, I was going to say.
With these two teams facing each other. A lot of talent on this field today. Screen's all blurry.
Yeah, oftentimes when your screen goes blurry, it's just that you've got too much memory. All you do is refresh.
Ritchie's retired for strike number 3 on a breaking ball. That'll be out number 1. That'll bring Austin Calhoun to the plate. Calhoun reached on a walk in the first and scored Winter Colome's only run of the ball game.
All that was done with 1 out too, wasn't it?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, Derek Gracer was hit by the pitch, and then Dylan Lamley with the RBI in the right field. Well, here's the 1-1 pitch. It'll be swung on, hit to second base, fielded and thrown to first. That'll be out number 2. So Derek Gracer will now come up with 2 outs here in the third, trying to start a 2-out rally for Winter Colome.
Derek, his first at-bat, had one very nice swing. He turned on that inside pitch and launched it down left field line.
Miss outside for ball 1. That one's drilled into center field, and it's going to be trouble. That's hit over the head of center fielder Jeff Harris. Gracer's going to have extra bases. He'll be in standing at third with a 2-out triple. So we'll see if Lamley can get the job done now with a runner on third and retake the lead for Winter Colome.
What a hit!
That's
you can see that bat off the ball off the bat was just a rocket.
The only unfortunate thing is he hit it to the deepest part of Leahy Bowl. Otherwise, I think that ball would have been out most everywhere else. 375 out in center field here at Leahy Bowl. That's going to get away from the catcher. Here comes Gracer. He'll score easily, and Winter Colome will retake the lead. So the pressure's off Lamley now, as that run is already in. Winter Colome now with a 2-1 lead. Lamley will hit one over to second base. It'll be fielded, thrown to first, and that will end the inning. But Winter Colome able to manufacture a run off a triple with 2 outs and then a wild pitch. Retakes the lead by a score of 2-1 as we head into the fourth. Parkston will be sending up Tom Murtha, Jeff Heisinger, and James Beamer when we return.
Suffering from neck pain, chronic or acute back pain, or headaches? Tired of temporary relief from your current regimen of treatment? Here at Atlas Chiropractic, it's a different approach. Dr. Willowade of Atlas Chiropractic in Winter uses a unique technique that is gentle, precise, and effective. Are you ready for change? Call Atlas Chiropractic today at 842-1588 to set up your initial examination, or stop into 210 South Main Street, Suite number 4, and begin your path to permanent correction. Atlas Chiropractic is a proud fan of the Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior athletic teams and the coverage of their successes on Winter Warriors Live.
There's a lot of uncertainties in farming and ranching today, but one thing is certain. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain and Winter are your crop and livestock insurance specialists. Statewide's agents have a background in agriculture and work hard to provide growers and ranchers with risk management plans and insurance coverage that fits their business needs. From hail insurance, livestock revenue protection, to multi-peril crop and revenue insurance, Statewide will help you with the right decisions. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain and Winter, locally owned, your dependable partner in crop and livestock protection, and an equal opportunity provider.
Welcome back to Leahy Bowl. We're starting the top of the fourth now. Parkston will be sending Tom Murtha, Jeff Heisinger, and James Beamer to the plate this inning. Drew Weber is still on the mound for Winter Colome.
Oh.
Murtha will be hit by the pitch, so he's going to move down to first. And that'll bring to the plate Jeff Heisinger. Heisinger, the cleanup hitter here for Parkston. I'd be very shocked if they used their cleanup hitter in a bunt roll here.
Yeah.
So I'd be more apt to see Murtha try to steal a base here. Got a modest lead over at first. He's not going on the first pitch. That one's in there for a called strike. And as suspected, Heisinger was not squaring for the bunt. So Parkston opting not to play little ball here. They're going to swing away with their cleanup hitter. Murtha's now going. Pitch will be swung on and fouled off for strike 2.
I didn't see his jump. I didn't know.
He had a pretty decent jump on that one. I think he would have easily stolen the base. He had a big lead to begin with and then had a good jump. So that makes it nearly impossible to throw him out. Not going on this one. That'll miss inside for ball 1. That'll be hit to Gracer. He's going to flip it to ball. There's one. Throw down the first. There's 2 double play. Winter Colome executes its second 6-4-3 double play of the ball game. So that will clear the bases. And that'll bring to the plate James Bamer, the extra hitter for Parkston. You know, our infield out there, Jody, they just look smooth. You can tell these guys have played a lot of ball together over the years.
It's fun watching quality baseball.
That'll miss outside, and that's going to even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, we talk about walks, errors, extending innings, your team becoming lethargic. Even as a fan, you become lethargic watching a game like that. Been spoiled here the last couple games that I've got to watch where it's just been great baseball.
Yeah, we do have an outstanding amateur team here for Winter Colome. You know, placed second in the state last year. Hoping to get back into that tournament this year and go 1 notch higher. Bamer will draw the 2-out walk, so that's going to bring Tyler Knowles to the plate. I do got to admit, Jody, I miss coming to these amateur games. In the last several years where I've had some of my boys playing on this mostly every year, I rarely missed an amateur game, so it's kind of odd this year not having anyone playing and not going to that many of their games.
Well, you're still with your boys. You've been out in Colorado all summer.
All week, anyway.
Couple different weeks. How is Colorado?
It's nice, put it that way. The other night we were sitting there, not really a lot to do, and decided, oh, let's just go to a Rockies game. So we went and watched the Rockies and Padres. That was kind of a unique experience for me, to see major league teams that were not the Yankees. Nice play there by Farner. He'll throw to first. That'll retire Knowles. Farner with the great arm on that one. And that will end the inning. So we're headed to the bottom of the 4th. We'll have Ryan Ritchie, Shane Pyle, and J.J. Farner coming up when we return.
Feller in Winter welcomes all fans and travelers to Winter. We invite you to stop by before or after the game for the best in snacks, drinks, ice, fuel, and much more. It's all available at the Little Feller, your 24-hour convenience store in Winter. Little Feller also wants to wish all the Warrior and Lady Warriors good luck on the season and in tonight's competition. We are excited to bring you coverage of all of tonight's action on Winter Warriors Live. And remember, the Little Feller is the one for all your pregame and postgame convenience traveling needs.
Frontier Motors is a committed sponsor of the student-athlete activities in our area and are proud to bring you coverage of Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior activities on Winter Warriors.
Heisinger did the right thing there the second that went foul to grab it instantly, because the way that ball was rolling, that could easily went back into fair territory.
In Winter is a full.
See, Parkston has different jerseys hanging on the fence over there, Jody. Do they have home and away jerseys?
That was my guess when I saw them.
Count on Ritchie, a move to 1 ball, 2 strikes now. That'll just miss outside and even the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Winter Colome looking to extend their lead. Missed up high for ball 3, and that'll bring the count full. That'll be fouled back. We'll do it again. Knowles really working at what I would call a torrid pace for a baseball game.
Yeah. Joe Mayville and Drew Demers did exactly this the other night.
That's drilled into center field, and it's hit deep. It's going to be over the center fielder's head and going to be extra bases. Ryan Ritchie will be sliding into second base for a leadoff double. to start the inning. Well, Jody, right now with a runner on second, nobody out, and Shane Pyle up, Winter with a great opportunity here to extend their 2-1 lead. What do you think, Jody? Do you bunt in this situation, try to move that runner over to third where it's almost a sure bet you should score him, or not?
I don't take the bat out of Shane Pyle's hands. You've taken away the force, which is the most, for me, that's the number one reason I bunt. Is to take
there's
away
a
the
lot of
force
logic in that argument too. I agree, because you already got a runner in scoring position.
And Shane's been swinging a hot bat from what I've seen here lately. I don't take it out of his hands.
Shane now down in an 0-2 hole. Well, right now...
but I've got a losing record as a coach.
Well, you're not alone in that regard. We both do. Shane's job now is to get that ball in play, hopefully somewhere on the right side of the field so that runner can at least get over. That'll be cut on and miss for strike 3, so unable to execute and move the runner over. So with 1 out, our batter will now be J.J. Farner. Breaking ball's in there for a called strike. That's going to be hit out of play for strike 2.
You know, both pitchers, as I sit here and watch this game unfold, really are only using 2 pitches. They're relying on 2 pitches. Fastball, curveball, fastball, slider, if you will. Once in a while you'll see him mix in a 3rd pitch, but...
Well, it's like we've said before, Jody, even major leaguers, the best hitters in the world, watching them taking batting practice where you're throwing nothing but meat to them, will hit fly balls and ground balls that'll make outs. It simply boils down to throw strikes. So you don't need to have 5 or 6 pitches in your arsenal. If you can throw a good fastball and have a good off-speed pitch like a breaking ball or a changeup, you will be good. Just got a piece of that one. Remain alive. Farner will get another look at the payoff pitch here. That's going to miss outside. Farner will draw the walk and move down to first. And that'll bring to the plate Terrell Bald. Bald was struck out in the 2nd inning in his only other at-bat of the game. Fastball's in there for a called strike. Swing and a miss will be strike 2, so Bald now in an 0-2 hole.
Terrell's got a real happy foot out there out front. He's trying to pull it and slap to right at the same time, which...
That's going to be sky high. Infield fly rule will be in place. Catch is made by Knowles, so Bald will be retired for out number 2 of the inning. That'll send to the plate our left fielder, Jonathan Hansen. Mr. Hansen struck out in his first at-bat of the game. Winter Colome wanting to not waste an opportunity here with that runner down on second base. With a 2-1 lead, this would be huge to stretch that lead, get another run in. Cut on and miss for strike 1. That'll even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, line drive. Nice catch made by O'Hare out there at second on the liner. That will retire Hansen. That's going to end our inning. So we're headed to the 5th with a 2-1 lead for Winter. Brady Knowles, Dylan Mott, and Chris Weld will be coming up when we return.
Mel's Auto is a dedicated sponsor of all the action of Warrior and Lady Warrior activities on Winter Warriors Live. If you want your automotive in-road ready conditions, bring it to Mel's Auto on 210 Polk Street in Winter. They have 3 full-time experienced mechanics on hand who get your vehicle back on the road fast. All types of repairs from oil changes to major overhauls and everything in between at the most competitive prices. They even pick up and deliver too. So when you need quality repairs of any type, be confident in Mel's Automotive in Winter. Call 842-2643 for an appointment.
People say the good old days are gone, but Harry K keeps proving them all wrong. The K stands for quality, like the way things used to be. The best sales and service in Central South Dakota. Harry K, the people difference. Harry K, the people difference.
We're back live and on the air on Winter Warriors Live. About to start the top half of the 5th inning with Brady Knowles coming to the plate for Parkston. Knowles will be followed by Dylan Mock and Chris Weld. Well, Winter missed a golden opportunity last inning with the leadoff double. Could not bring that runner home. Both teams now have an inning under their belts where they had a leadoff double and then could not score. So just shows we have some great pitching and great defense today for both teams. Pitch is up high to Knowles, so that'll even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball miss inside for ball 2. That one's drilled in the left field. Hansen's going back, will not make the catch. Going to be extra base. This is for Knowles. Knowles is rounding second, headed to third. Going to be a play there. Throw is made, and he is
dropped
safe.
The ball.
Ball was dropped. So Knowles will be in with a leadoff triple to start the inning.
Oh, JJ's mad at himself.
That was going to be a bang-bang play anyway there. Very, very close play. Everything had to go perfect for Winter Colome there to get Knowles out on the throw. The batter is Dylan Mock now. Parkston with a big opportunity here to tie this ball game with a runner on third now and nobody out. Mock now with a 2 ball, no strike count.
You always talk about a hitter's pitch. There, Brady Knowles was ahead in the count 2-0. He found his fastball and he turned on it and put it to the fence. That's what we're always talking about, zone up and deliver.
Well, Mock gets the job done, gets the ball in play over to second base. No chance for a throw home, so the ball game will be tied up. So with 1 out now, the batter will be Chris Weld.
And again, Drew Weber was behind in the count 2-0. So important.
Starting Weld off with ball 1.
So important to be on top in that count.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have the percentages in front of me, but when you get hitters down in the count, like a 2-strike, no balls, 2-strike, or 1 ball, 2-strike count, generally, you know, the odds are very heavy in the pitcher's favor that you're going to get that guy out.
2-0, 3-1 counts.
2-0, 3-1 counts are dangerous because you know that you're probably going to get a pitch down across the plate that's going to be hittable and usually danger. That's going to fall.
What a catch!
What a catch! Shane Pyle with an outstanding catch. Let's hope he's not hurt out there, Jody. Looks like he may have knocked the wind out of himself or something there, but he laid out, gave it everything he had, and just made a fantastic catch to retire Weld for out number 2. I'm going to bet, Jody, the way he laid out there, that he's got the wind knocked out of him right now. They just need to give him a few moments, and he'll probably be just fine.
They're not even going to wait around. He doesn't have a choice. Shake it off, Shane. What a catch, though. Great effort.
Those are the kind of catches that win ball games, Jody. So we'll see. Hopefully that can translate and help Winter Colome pick up a win here today. Batter now is Luke O'Hara. You just don't know. I mean, if that ball gets past him, that guy's probably going to end up on third. Just a big, big catch there. O'Hara's hit by the pitch, so he'll move down to first. Now with 2 outs, and that'll bring the top of the order in Jeff Harris to the plate. Harris had a double to start the game off and then a ground ball to short for an out in the 3rd inning in his 2 at-bats today.
That hurts. Just as you get a great defensive effort from your outfielder to come back and put that guy on base. Catcher Austin Ritchie talked with Weber after the hit batter, and even there, you really need to follow through.
Runner's going. Throw down not in time, so O'Hara will be in scoring position now.
Now, how important was that catch?
That catch is huge. It's an inning-changing, momentum-changing catch. Because realistically, if that gets past Pyle there, you know, it's at least a double, maybe a triple. And certainly one less out and probably another run in already. Harris with the 3-1 count.
3-0 curveball there.
That'll be fouled back, and that'll bring the count full. You know, a 3-0 curveball, I see nothing wrong with that, Jody, in that if you walk, you set up the force, you have 2 outs already. It's the leadoff hitter, and he's done some damage against us today. Weber with the barehander throw to first. That'll retire Harris, and that'll end the inning. Parkston does score 1, though, so we're all knotted at 2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Winner will be sending the top of the order up in
Angler Adventures and live bait. So whether it's bass, walleye, northern catfish, or whatever you want to catch, stop in and you'll agree DB's Bait and Tackle at 142 West 4th Street in Winter is your store with more. DB's Bait and Tackle, proud to sponsor all the Winter Warrior activities on Winter Warriors Live. Good luck in tonight's contest.
The store that always does the most for you is the Winter Food Center. We wish the best of luck to the Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior teams as a proud sponsor of all the action on Winter Warriors Live. We invite you to stop out for your everyday grocery needs, fresh produce, top-grade meat department, incredible dairy section, and much, much more. Or, for your special event orders, you'll always find what you're looking for at the Winter Food Center. And they always deliver speedy, friendly service at the Winter Food Center, the store doing the most for you.
Welcome back to Leahy Bowl. We're here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Austin Ritchie. Austin Calhoun will be our batter. Derek Gracer coming up after him, and Dylan Lamley in the cleanup spot. Looks like we have Nolan Donahue coming in as a courtesy runner for the catcher. Well, we got some great bats coming up here, Jody, and we have some speed on the bases right now, so looking for Winter Colome to try and steal this base.
Most importantly, the leadoff runner is aboard. That is awesome. Big, big game. That'll be huge. Nolan back in time. Oftentimes I sound absolutely befuddled. You catch me off guard, that's because I'm running.
You're multitasking.
I am multitasking. And once
throw over, not in time again. Donahue with a moderate lead. Not going. That'll miss outside, and that'll even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Looked like Calhoun was squaring the bunt there, Jody.
Yes, he did. Winner going to play small ball here. This game has got the makings of a 1-run game either way. When you get that leadoff man aboard, you take that force away. Well, there he does it square.
Outside, ball 2. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised there, Jody, in that I'd expect us to either try to steal the base or bunt, one or the other here.
Or both.
Throw over is not in time. Donahue had to dive back in that time. Knowles has a nice move over to first.
And that's his brother Knowles over there, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Think they've played catch over the course of their lifetime?
I would assume so, yes. Well, Calhoun now with a 3-1 hitters count here. Looking to tee off on maybe a fastball here down the middle. Ooh, cut on and miss, and that'll bring the count full. Now, Jody, here's an interesting question for you. A 3-2 count, nobody out. Would you send the runner in this?
Yes.
I agree, I would too. We'll see if Donahue takes off on this. Over's not in time. You do run the danger of a strike him out, throw him out, but I mean you can get a lot of things going on when you have that runner moving on the pitch.
This is a feast or famine moment.
Swings cut on and missed. Strike 3, Calhoun's retired. Runner was not going. So with 1 out now, our batter will be Derek Gracer. Gracer with a huge triple in the deep center field in his last at bat. Miss outside for ball 1.
Nice job by Weld keeping that in front of him.
Yeah, all his work on the last batter. If he doesn't keep that in front of him, Donahue have been down to second easy. That's going to fall in there for a base hit. Runner Donahue will hold at second. So that's going to put runners on first and second now and bring to the plate Dylan Lamley. Lamley with an RBI single in the first and a ground ball to second in his 2 at-bats here of the game so far. Bunt attempt is caught. So Lamley's retired for out number 2.
What a play by Knowles.
Knowles with the diving catch on the bunt. And that's huge there because it freezes the runners and almost doubled off Gracer at first. Well, Ryan Ritchie with a double in his last at bat is now coming to the plate for Winter Colome. First one's in there for a called strike. That's going to be hit out to shortstop. He'll throw to first. That'll retire Ritchie, and that will end the threat. So we're headed to the 6th. Game all knotted at 2. Dan Bonte, Tom Murtha, and Jeff Heisinger will be coming up when we return.
The American dream is of a better future, a confident retirement. Those dreams have taken a beating lately. As a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, Layden & Associates is dedicated to helping you keep your dreams alive by listening, planning, working with you one-on-one, so you can retire your way with confidence. Call today at 842-3832. Office is located at 214 East 2nd Street in Winter. Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC. Ameriprise Financial cannot guarantee future financial results.
How long should your dreams live?
Long enough to pay off the house. Long enough to send the kids to college.
Your dreams should live forever, so help protect them with American Families Life Insurance. Use our online life needs calculator at amfam.com and call your local agent to find out how much coverage is right for you and your family. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it. Life insurance underwritten by American Family Life Insurance Company. Home office, Madison, Wisconsin.
Welcome back to Leahy Bowl. We're about to start the top of the sixth. Game's all knotted at 2. Dan Bonte will lead things off for Parkston. Winner Colome missed a golden opportunity last inning to score. And, starting, I know that there's a lot of good pitching, good defense here today, Jody, but in a game like this, you can't miss those kind of opportunities. And now that's 2 innings in a row. We've missed a really good chance to score. In the fourth, we had that leadoff double. Last inning, that leadoff runner. And, Winner's just got to start capitalizing on those if we're going to win this ball game. One skied out in the left field for a base hit to start things off. So Parkston now in the sixth will start things off with a leadoff base hit. And now Winner Colome looking to minimize the damage and not let that runner Bonte come across. Tom Murtha is going to be coming to the plate. Murtha has a strikeout and was hit by a pitch in his 2 at-bats during the game. Throwover's not in time. Again, our game's all knotted here at 2 in the 6th inning. Very fast-paced game. That'll miss inside for ball 1. Weber throwing from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That'll miss inside for ball 2.
Your count.
Again, missing inside to Murtha, making a 3-ball no-strike count.
On deck is Jeff Heisinger, your cleanup batter.
That one's in there for a called strike. Murtha looking to show up the umpire a little bit there, was headed down to first, but he'll come back. A 3-1 bunt laid down, fielded by Weber, thrown to first. So Murtha will be retired on the sacrifice bunt.
That caught me off guard.
Especially on a 3-1 count where he hadn't shown it earlier in the at-bat. Jody, I am surprised at that with your number 3 hitter coming up. I mean, 3, 4, and 5 are generally your power of your lineup. Well, Jeff Heisinger will be coming in now with 1 out and a runner on second. Heisinger has hit a ground ball to third and hit into a double play in his 2 at-bats today. Count quickly moves to 2 balls, no strikes on Heisinger. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
You're seeing more curveballs off speed from Weber than fastballs here this third time now through the lineup. There he painted
well,
it.
Ideally, if you've got it in your arsenal, you want to show them something different every time through the lineup. Keep those hitters off guard. 2-2 count now on Heisinger. Here's the pitch. Be up high, so the count will move full. That'll miss outside. Heisinger will draw the walk, and that'll put runners now on first and second with 1 out and bring the extra hitter, James Bamer, to the plate.
It's okay to walk the cleanup hitter.
Well, and I mean, it does set up a force play. We can get a double play now. Bamer has a strikeout and a walk in his 2 at-bats today.
But now you got the force double play potential. Oh, nice curveball.
Yeah, I would agree, Jody. That walk really did not hurt us too badly there. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So Bamer now quickly in an 0-2 hole. Infield playing back up the middle. That'll miss up high for ball 1. Breaking ball's in there for called strike 3, and Bamer is caught looking, and that'll be out number 2. So now with 2 outs, the batter will be Tyler Knowles. Knowles was walked and hit a ground ball to third in his 2 at-bats today.
Bamer not happy. Still not happy.
Pitches outside for ball 1.
That was a chest-high curveball. It's a curveball across the strike zone.
Grounder will be hit to Gracer. He'll field it, throw the ball at second, and that will end the inning. So Winter Colome able to hold off the threat from Parkston, and will head to the bottom of the 6th, all knotted at 2. Shane Pyle, J.J. Farner, and Terrell Bald coming up when we return.
Here at Farmers Union Insurance, they do everything they can to make sure that you have the right insurance for your specific needs. They understand not every individual or family has the same insurance needs, and insurance is not a one-size-fits-all type solution. You see, they look at themselves as an insurance consultant rather than the typical salespeople. Farmers Union Insurance Agency's presence within the community is more than just an insurance office. They are proud to sponsor coverage of winter athletics and students. Good luck this year to all the Warrior and Lady Warriors.
No job is too big or small for the gang at H&O Electric in winter. Whether it's a simple task around the house, to remodel, or new addition, to major construction, we provide residential, commercial, and industrial heating, cooling, and electrical work in winter. We can handle it all. Call 605-842-1117 for service or more information on your next project, big or small. H&O Electric is your authorized dealer of Crane heaters, too. Good luck in tonight's contest. H&O Electric is a proud sponsor of Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior coverage on Winter Warriors Live.
Welcome back to Leahy Bowl. We're about to start the bottom of the 6th. Our game all knotted at 2. Winter Colome will be sending Shane Pyle, J.J. Farner, and Terrell Bald up to the plate. That one's drilled into center field, but catch will be made out there by Harris, and Pyle will quickly be retired for out number 1. J.J. Farner now batting for Winter Colome with 1 out. Some action going on in the Winter Colome bullpen. Looks like Derek Gracer warming up down there. Pitch is outside for ball 1. Affectionately known as the Goose. Two ball, no strike count on Farner. That's hit into center field.
That's going to get
by him. Be over the center fielder Harris's head. Farner's rounding first. He'll easily be in at second, standing with a 1-out double.
And again, if that's hit to any other portion of the park,
it's
a
probably out of here.
Yeah, 2 of them today for the Pheasants.
Well, we now have a runner in scoring position with 1 out, and our batter is Terrell Bald. Terrell has struck out and hit a fly ball to the pitcher in his 2 at-bats. That's hit over to the right. It's through. That'll skip through. Ball to pick up a base hit, I believe. We giving him a hit?
Yep.
Ball took a nasty hop there. Official scores are giving him a base hit on that. That sets up Winter very nicely here with runners on the corners now and 1 out, and John Hansen now batting.
You know, that was a great effort there by O'Hara, but that ball did take that nasty hop that you're talking about.
Yeah, he was going to have to make an outstanding play to get to that.
He covered a lot of ground because he was covering the bag to get back over to where he was. That was great effort, just to even get kind of his glove on it.
A Winner with a big opportunity here with runners in the corners and one out. Needing to retake this lead. Hansen will swing and miss, so that'll even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, we talked about this. If you're able to lay down a bunt, suicide squeezes are almost...
Or even a safety squeeze here, either one, you got a pretty high chance of scoring that run, I think, Jody.
And I think Hansen's going to get the ball down if you ask him to do it.
I want to be fouled off for strike 2. So now with 2 strikes, I think
that option's off
that
the
option's
plate.
pretty well off the plate.
Oh.
That's hit right back to the pitcher. He'll throw down the first for out number 1. Throw is going to go wild over the first baseman's head, so Hansen will be safe on the fielder's choice, and 1 run will come in to score. Hansen's awarded second base because the ball went out of play.
Again, terrible camera work here.
So now with 2 outs and a runner in at second, batter's Austin Ritchie, the Winter Colome catcher. Ritchie is 1 for 3 on the day. Had a base hit in his last at bat. That's drilled into right field. That's going to drop in there for a base hit. We'll see if that runner goes. He's rounding third, coming home. Play at the plate. Not in time. Hansen will come in to score. That's a huge run on the RBI single by Ritchie.
Hansen, with incredible speed and quickness, he turned the corner at third and it was all knees and elbows.
I like the fact that there was no hesitation either. I mean, this is a big ball game here. No
he did not hesitate.
No time to be conservative there. You're just going to run and you're going to take your chance and score that run. Well, our batter is now Austin Calhoun. Winner now with a 4-2 lead in the ball game. With a big RBI single by Austin Ritchie. Pitch to Calhoun's in there for a called strike. Had a miss inside and even to count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Missed outside for ball 2.
You can go all the way back to that double play. That double play ball, they got the lead runner, the wild throw to first. Not only did they not get the out at first, Hansen, but the wild throw goes out of the field of play.
Allowing him to move to second and get to scoring position. That's a good point there,
Feast
Jody.
or famine. Parkston's nearly out of the inning, and instead
2 runs coming across the plate to score for Winter Colome. That one's in there for a called strike. Batter is Derek Gracer. Gracer with a big day so far. 2 for 2 on the day. A triple and a single. That one's fouled out of play for strike 2. So Gracer in an 0-2 hole here, but I still got to say, even with an 0-2 hole, you know, with the game on the line here, runner in scoring position, Gracer's still the guy I'd want up to play.
I was just thinking the same thing. As you laid it out, I was like, yep.
Had a miss outside for ball 1. Goose a little nervous taking that one, but it was outside, so get another look at it. That's hit over into the right field, and that's going to skip through for a base hit. Runner Donohue's coming in. He will score. Another big RBI single by Gracer.
Winter has been so close the last couple of innings. This inning, they're finally able to punch through. a couple runs.
Kind of a tough inning on second baseman Luke O'Hara. You know, both of those are base hits. Clearly, I feel, Jody, nearly made an outstanding play on both of them. That's going to stay fair. That one's going to be an error.
Can he make it up? Nope. And another error.
And capitalizes with an errant throw that will allow another run to come in and score. So Lamley reaches safely on the E5, and the runners will advance on the second E5. 2 errors on that play.
Correct.
So Winter Colome now with runners on at second and third, and 2 outs will bring to the plate Ryan Ritchie. That's going to be fouled out of play for strike 1. Ritchie 1 for 3 on the day with a double. Winner with 4 big runs this inning and take a 6-2 lead now in our ball game here in the 6th. That'll miss outside for ball 1.
Now do you feel the urgency to make a move on the mound?
I think it's the right thing to have people or have Gracer warming up in the bullpen, but I don't think I'd necessarily bring him in just yet.
You got a little more flexibility now.
Ritchie's retired on the fly ball to first, so that will end the inning, but Winter does score 4 to take a 6-2 lead as we head into the 7th. Due up are Brady Knowles, Dylan Mock, and Chris Weld when we return.
Winter Regional Healthcare is proud to sponsor coverage of Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior athletics and activities on Winter Warriors Live. Best of luck in tonight's event. Here at Winter Regional Healthcare, we are committed to professional care with a personal touch at our local hospital and long-term care facility. For more information on the services we provide, check out our website at winterregional.org. Winter Regional, proud to support the student athletes and activities. Honored to serve the families of South Central South Dakota. Remember, professional care with a personal touch at Winter Regional Healthcare.
The Winter Bowling Center is a proud sponsor of all the Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior action on Winter Warriors Live. For great family action, check out the Winter Bowling Center. We've got a great game room with pool, darts, foosball, pinball, and more. And we've got the best snack bar featuring delicious Mexican dishes, burgers, and of course, Stone Willie pizzas. Call in your order to 842-2287 for free delivery. We've also got an expanded casino room and can host all types of parties and events. The Winter Bowling Center, East Highway 44 in Winter.
The Pix Theater in downtown Winter is proud to be a sponsor of today's coverage on WinterWarriorsLive.com. We encourage all to attend today's game and cheer on the boys and girls of Tripp County in their pursuit of victory. And remember, if you have a break in your sports calendar, stop down for a movie and some great family fun and entertainment. Showtimes are Sunday through Thursday at 7:30 with double features on Friday and Saturday at 7:30 and 9:30 p.m. And remember, good luck in today's game.
Welcome back to Leahy Bowl. We're about to start the top half of the 7th inning. Winner with a 6-2 lead in the ball game here. Brady Knowles, Dylan Mock, and Chris Weld will be leading things off for Parkston. Defensive changes for Winter, now pitching Terrell Bald in the game to pitch. And Drew Weber moved over to second, so 2 ball players will just switch positions. First pitch from Bald will be up high for ball 1. Drew Weber with an outstanding quality start today, allowing 2 runs to score through 6 innings that he threw.
Scattered 4 hits, no Winter Colome errors.
Weber did his job. We'll see if the bullpen can get things done for Winter Colome here.
Hey,
that's
Weber gets to
over.
contribute
Weber will
again.
get to contribute defensively, but making the catch. That'll retire Knowles for out number 1. Dylan Mock now stepping to the plate for Parkston. That one's going to... I thought that was going to fall in for a base hit, but Weber with a leaping grab will retire Mock for out number 2.
You know, that's a great pitching change because Bald is just a little bit shorter than Weber, and I don't think he's got the leaping ability.
I would have to agree. There's no way Terrell makes that catch because that would have clearly been over his head. Well, 2 quick outs here in the 7th. That'll miss inside for ball 1 to Chris Weld. Both plays made by Drew Weber at second base. Well, here's the 2-0 pitch. That'll be in there for a called strike. Breaking ball miss up high for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike, the count here on Chris Weld. That's hit over to Gracer at short. Nice play. Throw's going to be not in time though, so Weld will leg out an infield base hit. Gracer with an outstanding play to get to that ball. That'll bring to the plate the number 10 hitter for Parkston today, Luke O'Hara. O'Hara has a sacrifice bunt and was hit by a pitch in his 2 at-bats during the game.
So no official at-bat for Mr.
No official
O'Hara.
at-bat.
Courtesy runner?
Weld is catcher, so yeah, I believe we have a courtesy runner number
16.
Now 16, Dylan Mock is already in the game, so we don't have him on the roster. Oh, that one's drilled back to Bald. He makes the catch. It was either make the catch or have your head taken off there, and he made the catch. That will retire O'Hara, and that will end the inning. So we're heading to the bottom of the 7th. Winter Colome still with a 6-2 lead. Due up will be Austin Ritchie, Austin Calhoun, and Derek Gracer.
Rosenberg Implement was founded in 1937, and since its inception, they have always been your full-service John Deere dealership. Headquartered in Winter, they now have grown to dealerships in Pierre, Phillip, and their latest addition of Nebraska stores in Bloomfield, Harrington, Laurel, and Wayne. Even with their past success, they understand that they need to continually prove themselves each and every day to earn your business and trust, and are committed to doing just that. Proudly sponsoring the Winter Warriors and Lady Warriors dream and the coverage of the pursuit of those dreams on Winter Warriors Live.
Suffering from neck pain, chronic or acute back pain, or headaches? Tired of temporary relief from your current regimen of treatment? Here at Atlas Chiropractic, it's a different approach. Dr. Willowade of Atlas Chiropractic in Winter uses a unique technique that is gentle, precise, and effective. Are you ready for change? Call Atlas Chiropractic today at 842-1588 to set up your initial examination, or stop into 210 South Main Street, Suite number 4, and begin your path to permanent correction. Atlas Chiropractic is a proud fan of the Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior athletic teams and the coverage of their successes on Winter Warriors Live.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here live and on the air with Winter Warriors Live with some amateur baseball action this afternoon. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Winter Colome with a 6-2 lead. Shane Pyle's going to lead things off here. I apologize at the end of last inning. I was looking at the wrong line here. Shane Pyle, J.J. Farner, and Trail Bald will start things off for Winter Colome here. That's right. Just had it pointed out. I've made my first official mistake.
Ever.
A mistake. I freely have to admit it, yes. The leadoff walk. Now we'll start things off in the 7th inning. That'll bring to the plate J.J. Farner. That would mean Drew Weber would have to be on deck now, right? With him and Bald switching, Jody. Is that correct?
Yeah, because
that one's hit it deep in the right field, but catch will be made out there by Mock, and that's going to retire Farner for out number 1 of the inning.
yeah, lose
Okay.
the DH.
So Weber will enter into Ryan Ritchie's spot then.
Terrell, sick of that outside corner. He just head bobbing, talking to himself.
That one's cut on and missed for strike 2, so no balls, 2 strikes to count to Terrell Bald. Winner looking to add to its 6-2 lead here with a runner on at first and 1 out. That one's going to be skied. First baseman will call for it. He'll make the catch, and that'll retire Bald for out number 2 of the inning. Jonathan Hansen now coming into the plate to bat for Winter Colome. That's in there for a called strike. Hansen with the ground ball to short, be fielded, flipped to second, and that will retire the runner pile, and that will end the inning. So we're heading to the 8th inning now, with Winter Colome still having a 6-2 lead. Top of the order will be coming up for Parkston when we return, and Jeff Harris, Dan Bonte, and Tom Murtha.
There's a lot of uncertainties in farming and ranching today, but one thing is certain. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain and Winter are your crop and livestock insurance specialists. Statewide's agents have a background in agriculture and work hard to provide growers and ranchers with risk management plans and insurance coverage that fits their business needs. From hail insurance, livestock revenue protection, to multi-peril crop and revenue insurance, Statewide will help you with the right decisions. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain and Winter, locally owned, your dependable partner in crop and livestock protection, and an equal opportunity provider.
Lil Feller in Winter welcomes all fans and travelers to Winter. We invite you to stop by before or after the game for the best in snacks, drinks, ice, fuel, and much more. It's all available at the Lil Feller, your 24-hour convenience store in Winter. Lil Feller also wants to wish all the Warrior and Lady Warriors good luck on the season and in tonight's competition. We are excited to bring you coverage of all of tonight's action on Winter Warriors Live. And remember, the Lil Feller is the one for all your pregame and postgame convenience traveling needs.
Frontier Motors is a committed sponsor of the student-athlete activities in our area and are proud to bring you coverage of Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior activities on Winter Warriors Live. Frontier Motors in Winter is a full-service dealer for Chevrolet, GMC, Buick, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram vehicles. They also maintain one of the area's largest inventory of quality pre-owned vehicles. With over 300 in stock, the best selection at the best price is at Frontier Motors in Winter. Frontier Motors on West Highway 18, or shop online at frontiermotors.com.
Welcome back to Leahy Bowl. We're about to start the top half of the 8th inning. Winter Colome with a 6-2 lead. Jeff Harris leading things off for Parkston. Had a lot of defensive changes for Winter Colome in between innings. Now in the pitch is Derek Gracer. Terrell Bald, who was pitching, moved over to play third base. Drew Weber moved from second to short. And Nolan Donahue has entered the game to play second base, and he would be entering in at J.J. Farner's spot in the batting order.
Four-pitch walk.
Well, Harris will start things off with a 4-pitch walk to start things off here in the 8th, and that'll bring to the plate Dan Bonte. That one's fouled out of play for strike 1. Another one in there for a called strike, so Bonte quickly in an 0-2 hole now.
This goose has got gas.
Last year at the state amateur tourney, when they had a radar gun on him, there was quite a few times where you would see him 89, 88 mile per hour, and even a few where he'd be at 90 to 91.
Wow.
Goose definitely has some gas behind him. And you look at what Winter Colome has thrown at Parkston today with the various pitchers and their various styles. You know, big change of speed. Nice play there by Donahue. He'll throw to first. That's going to retire Bonte for out number 1.
Donahue makes the play that O'Hara has not been able to make for Parkston here.
Yeah, Donahue showed a lot of range to get to that ball. Nice play, and that's a big out here. So Tom Murtha now stepping in to bat for Parkston. Yeah, that can change the whole. It basically changes the entire inning with that play there. If you have runners on at first and second, nobody out, Parkston would really be set up for potentially a big inning. And now, you know, with that one out, Weber can't quite get a handle on that one. Everybody's going to be safe. We'll see what the official scorekeepers rule that one as.
I would say it's a base hit. We'll see what. Still no official ruling.
Official ruling on that, it was going to be a pretty tough play for Weber to make a throw over to first. So Murtha will be credited with the base hit. That's going to put runners on at the corners there with one out, and the batter will be Jeff Heisinger, the cleanup batter. Allen's in there for a called strike. Again, runners on the corners. Count as 1 ball, 1 strike. Out a miss inside for ball 2. Gracer's really not used to the relief role. You know, he's more of a starting pitcher for the most part. So coming into a game cold like this, you know, seen a little bit of control issue here to start with, but I suspect once he gains control here, you're going to see him pretty dialed in. 3 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. I'll bring the count full now on Heisinger.
Yeah, he's bringing it.
So we'll see if that runner on first will be taking off on a 3-2 pitch here with 1 out.
No way.
Taking a pretty conservative lead. Doesn't look like he's going to be going. There he goes. Ball is hit to the shortstop, Weber. He's going to throw to first. That'll retire Heisinger for out number 2 of the inning. Runner Harris did come in to score. But you know, in that situation, Jody, I would trade an out for a run there.
Absolutely.
Every out is huge right now as we're in the bottom of the 8th. Now with a 6-3 lead.
You're 4 outs away from a victory.
Yeah, and I mean, you got to figure that run shouldn't really matter that much. You need that out. The out is huge there. Well, the batter is now James Beamer.
Ooh.
That'll miss inside. How'd you like to be standing in there, Jody, and have that coming at your head?
Yeah, no.
No. I'm with you. No.
I used to love the fastball. Not inside, high and tight.
That's lined over to second base. Donahue cannot make the grab. Everybody's going to be safe. Runner at third's going to have to hold. Nice job getting that ball back in and holding that runner at third. So Parkston could not score a run there. So that'll put runners on the corner now with the error at second, and the batter will be Tyler Knowles. Winter Colome with 2 outs here.
That's tough. Parkston able to put the bat on the ball. They're just able to make contact. And when they make contact, those are pretty daunting plays that you've got to make behind.
As hard as Gracer throws the ball, you know, the rebound off the bat means that ball's going to be hit pretty hard too when contact's made.
Right.
1 ball, no strike, the count on Tyler Knowles.
Pier Post 8 arrives here at Leahy Bowl.
That'll miss down low for ball 2. Allen's in there for a called strike, so the count on Knowles now moves to 2 balls, 1 strike. Winner with a Winner Colome with a 6-3 lead here in the top of the 8th.
Oh,
Adam missed down low for ball 3. Very uncharacteristic of Derek Gracer here to have control issues. Normally, you know, speed and control are both pretty much his trademarks. That one's in there for a called strike, so count on Knowles moves full. Big pitch coming up here, Jody. 3-2, 2 outs, so the runner will be released on first. That's going to miss outside for ball 4. That will load the bases now.
tying run aboard.
With 2 outs, tying run on board, and that'll bring to the plate Brady Knowles. Knowles earlier in the game had a triple, so very dangerous hitter here coming to the plate with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Huge at bat in this ball game for Winter Colome. Gracer's pitch is up high for ball 1. That's hit over to second. Donahue will field it and throw to first, and that will end the threat, stranding 3 base runners. Big play by Donahue there. Parkston scores 1, so our score is 6-3 as we're headed into the bottom of the 8th. Due up will be Austin Ritchie, Austin Calhoun, and Derek Gracer when we return.
Mel's Auto is a dedicated sponsor of all the action of Warrior and Lady Warrior activities on Winter Warriors Live. If you want your automotive in-road ready conditions, bring it to Mel's Auto on 210 Polk Street in Winter. They have 3 full-time experienced mechanics on hand who get your vehicle back on the road fast. All types of repairs from oil changes to major overhauls and everything in between at the most competitive prices. They even pick up and deliver too. So when you need quality repairs of any type, be confident in Mel's Automotive in Winter. Call 842-2643 for an appointment.
People say the good old days are gone, but Harry K keeps proving them all wrong. The K stands for quality, like the way things used to be. The best sales and service in Central South Dakota. Harry K, the people difference. Harry K, the people difference.
DB's Bait and Tackle has expanded to be the largest dealer in South Central South Dakota. DB's is stocked with tons of tackler for your angler adventures and live bait. So whether it's bass, walleye, northern catfish, or whatever you want to catch, stop in and you'll agree DB's Bait and Tackle at 142 West 4th Street in Winter is your store with more. DB's Bait and Tackle, proud to sponsor all the Winter Warrior activities on Winter Warriors Live. Good luck in tonight's contest.
Welcome back to Leahy Bowl. We're about to start the bottom of the 8th inning. Winter Colome with a 6-3 lead in the ball game over number 1 ranked Class B Amateur Parkston. Winter Colome looking to pull off a huge upset today. Batter is Austin Ritchie doing the catching for Winter Colome. Ritchie with 2 base hits on the day. Defensive change for Parkston. Dylan Mock now on the mound doing the pitching.
Just missed that
fouled
one.
Back. Just missed that one. That'll even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's the funny thing about the game of baseball, Jody, when you're hitting a round ball with a round bat hurled at you. And I mean, The difference between what happened there and a base hit is about a 1/16 of an inch on the bat. That one's fouled out of play. Count remains knotted at 2 balls, 2 strikes on Richie.
Have you Googled that?
That'll miss up high. Count goes full on Richie. Richie drills that one into center field, and it's hit deep. That's over the center fielder Harris's head. Going to be extra bases. Richie will be standing at second base with a leadoff double to start things off here in the 8th. That'll bring to the plate Austin Calhoun. With a 6-3 lead here, Jody, and every little insurance run mattering, I would say right now I would have to bunt here and move that runner over to third.
Austin's been willing to in previous at-bats here this afternoon, so I have no doubt that you're going to see him. Well,
that missed inside for ball 1. He did not square, though. Kind of surprising.
Coach Gracer not even laying down signals, so we're swinging away.
Up high for ball 2. Yeah, you look at it, I mean, with a 6-3 game, that one run could be huge, so that one will be skied in the center field. Harris will make the catch out there, and that will retire Calhoun for out number 1 of the inning. Well, I'm surprised there, Jody, that Winter Colome did not bunt on that one. Move that runner over to third, where just about anything would score that run. Even a simple ground ball should score it. Certainly, if nothing else, it would have forced Parkston to bring the infield in, which would have, given us an advantage with Derek Gracer batting.
Coach Gracer's just got to be looking at the fact that he had 2, 3, 4 coming up. You said most lineups are built for power in those spots. This one's going to stay. Nope.
That'll be fouled out of play for strike 1.
Yeah.
I was just looking at the fact that, with Parkston down to their last 3 outs, 1 run here could be a huge nail in the coffin at icing this game. That one's in there for called strike, so the count on Gracer's now quickly 0-2. That's going to fall in there for a base hit in the gap in the right center field. Gracer's not even stopping at first. He's headed into second. He'll be in there safely standing with a double, an RBI double, and that'll bring in Richie to score. So the insurance run is in now, and that erases all debate.
We still have a policy out on second.
Dylan Lamley now stepping in to bat to have control issues. I think he was probably just a little cold coming in. I suspect next inning we're going to see him have much better control. Count on Lamley now moves to 3 balls, 1 strike. That'll miss down low. Lamley will draw the walk, move down to first, and Winter Colome looking to not settle with just 1 insurance run. They're wanting more. So Drew Weber will be stepping up to the plate here with 1 out and runners on at first and second. This will be Drew Weber's first at bat of the game, as he was pitcher early on and being DH for. Ooh. That'll miss inside. Weber's hit by the pitch. He's going to move down to first, and that will load the bases. Oh, nice play made by the first baseman, but he cannot get over to first. Pyle will pick up an infield base hit, and that will also drive in the runner Gracer from third, making our score now 8-3 in favor of Winter Colome. Big RBI single there by Pyle. Nolan Donahue now coming in to bat. As we mentioned earlier, he entered J.J. Farner's slot in the lineup. That pitch is in there for a called strike. Winter Colome still with the bases loaded, now leading the ball game by a score of 8-3. Pitch is cut on and missed for strike 2. That'll miss outside, and that'll make the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes on Donahue. That one's cut on and missed. Donahue will be retired for out number 2 of the inning. So with 2 outs now and the bases loaded, Winter Colome will send to the plate Terrell Bald. Terrell is 0 for 4 on the day with a strikeout, 2 flyouts, and a ground ball to short.
Winter Junior Teeners wrapped up their pool play action with a 10-6 victory today in Pierre, and that was over Rapid City. Great catch over there.
Ball to be retired by the nice play by Tyler Knowles there to catch that one, and that will end our inning. So Winter Colome is going to end the inning scoring 2, has an 8-3 lead as we head into the top of the 9th. Coming up for Parkston will be Dylan Mock, Chris Weld, and Luke O'Hara when we return.
The store that always does the most for you is the Winter Food Center. We wish the best of luck to the Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior teams as a proud sponsor of all the action on Winter Warriors Live. We invite you to stop out for your everyday grocery needs, fresh produce, top grade meat department, incredible dairy section, and much, much more. Or for your special event orders, you'll always find what you're looking for at the Winter Food Center. And they always deliver speedy, friendly service at the Winter Food Center, the store doing the most for you.
The American dream is of a better future, a confident retirement. Those dreams have taken a beating lately. As a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, Layden & Associates is dedicated to helping you keep your dreams alive by listening, planning, working with you one-on-one, so you can retire your way with confidence. Call today at 842-3832. Office is located at 214 East 2nd Street in Winter. Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC. Ameriprise Financial cannot guarantee future financial results.
Welcome back to Leahy Bowl. We're about to start the top of the 9th. Winter Colome leading over number 1 ranked Parkston by a score of 8-3 here. Winter Colome looking to pick up a huge upset here in amateur baseball action in Class B, South Dakota. Derek Gracer's on the mound looking to finish things off for Winter Colome, and Dylan Mock will be stepping in to bat for Parkston. Ground ball sent over to the Terrell Bald at third. He'll field it. Fire over to Lamley, and that's out number 1. Parkston now down to its last 2 outs in the ball game. Chris Weld will be coming to the plate next. Well, Jody, I know this is a regular season ball game, and the rankings really mean nothing. But it's still a big win for Winter Colome. It shows right now that, we haven't exactly gone anywhere from what we had last year. We've got a pretty good team here, and I don't think anyone is going to want to face us come playoff time.
The only time that you're going to enjoy an opportunity to match up with this Winter Colome squad would be in the semifinals or the state championship game. I see this team going that deep at the Class Bs this year. The quarterfinals get entertaining, and anything can happen there. We've seen that. But the only time you want to see them is in the semis, and maybe not then, depending on which team is matching up. And
this year's team is so deep in pitching, even more so than last year's team. And we had great pitching last year. I look for Winter Colome to potentially go in a very deep run here when playoff time starts. That'll miss up high, so Weld will draw the 1-out walk and move down to first. With a 5-run lead, base runner Weld really means nothing there, other than it's a force out somewhere. Yep. Luke O'Hara will be stepping to the plate. Winter Colome playing back at normal depth here. Not really worried too much about the runner.
Ooh.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. O'Hara quickly down in an 0-2 hole here. And that's not a good position to be when you got Derek Gracer on the mound throwing fastballs at you.
It looked like it got his thumb on that swing through. He's kind of moving it around. May have taken some skin off it.
That one's in there for called strike 3. O'Hara will be retired for out number 2 of the inning.
He's taking this one much better than the one earlier.
He looked a little unhappy there, but to be honest with you, Jody, that was right down the middle. So I'm not sure what he's unhappy about, but anyways, 2 outs, and runner on first, and Jeff Harris will be the batter. That'll miss up high for ball 1. That one's drilled up the middle. That'll be a base hit. So Parkston not willing to go down easy here. We'll have runners on at first and second with 2 outs, and the batter will be Dan Bonte. That one's in there for a called strike. Gracer really not even messing around with breaking balls right now. He's just challenging. Oh, there's a breaking ball. As soon as I say that. Mostly he's been just challenging these hitters, throwing nothing but heat, making them swing the bat. That's driven into center field. Calhoun's under it. He'll make the catch, and that will end our ball game. Winter Colome upsets the #1 team in Class B amateur baseball in South Dakota, Parkston, by a final score of 8-3. Very big win for Winter Colome. This is the type of win, Jody, that you hope would give our squad some good momentum going into the playoffs, which will be starting here before too long. Getting to be that time of the summer again.
Late July, mid-July to late July, that's when you want to see your team peaking. That is kind of what has happened here. You got the big win earlier a couple weeks ago against Pierre. Pierre wins the rematch, but you come home to take on the #1 ranked team in your class, who you've lost 2 to. One a heartbreaker the way it sounded, and the other one a 4-0 loss. And you get that important victory. Not only is it a confidence builder, but it sends a message to this team.
It sends a message.
We haven't went anywhere from last year.
Winter Colome is for real, and
right.
They definitely haven't gone anywhere. They will be a force that has to be reckoned with and cannot be overlooked. You know, looking at Winter Colome today, Austin Ritchie with 3 hits, Derek Gracer with 4 hits on the day. You know, just very good offensive day for both those 2 hitters. And then, you know, on the mound, Drew Weber, 6 solid innings, only giving up 2 runs. Bullpen does its job. 1 run through the last 3 innings with the bullpen. Just very solid performance by Winter Colome, every way you look at it.
You got to be happy with it, but it's not a game that you want to let go to your head.
No.
At this point, you want to continue getting better. They're not going to have much time to think about it come Saturday, I think. No, next Saturday on the 19th they come back. There's an amateur invite here in Winter. You're going to see some good quality baseball here at Leahy Bowl, where this team will be back. That's the only game I saw on their schedule. I should walk over and take a look. When's their next game? Yeah. Tomorrow night the amateurs travel over to Mitchell at 5 o'clock, and they'll be taking on a Mitchell squad. So they're not looking for an easy game. They're traveling. They're playing the type of schedule that you have to play to be sharp come playoff time.
Yeah, you want to face that quality pitching, so you get yourselves honed in.
Knowles was a great pitcher today. You've seen him in the Teener and Legion ranks. You know how good of a pitcher he can be on the mound.
Absolutely.
And the final line, Winner scores 8 runs on 12 hits. They commit 1 error. And then Winner gives up 3 runs on 7 hits. And Parkston commits 3 critical errors. 2 of those in the big 6th inning when Winner was able to pounce on them and put 4 runs on the board. So Winner, you can see from those stat lines, great pitching today. Really doing a nice job at the plate, pounding the ball, as you said, Austin, with the 3 hits, Derek Gracer with the 4. They come up with another 5 hits through the lineup, and not committing the errors. So sound baseball.
Very sound baseball, fun to watch, and I really enjoyed being up here doing the game today with you, Jody.
I think you should stick around to do the next one. It's going to be just as good.
I agree with you, it will, but unfortunately I have a commitment I need to be at, so you're on your own for the Legion game, Jody.
This will be my first time with the multi-camera doing a game on my own. Post 8, Pier Post 8, that game coming up here at 6 o'clock. Pier Post 8, American Legion team in town to take on the Winter Colome Royals here, and that one's shaping up to be a great game. That one set to start in about an hour. We're going to go ahead and switch over our video player to Winter Warriors Live homepage video player, so you can watch that right there. And we'll get the direct link to you on Facebook, so you can just click on it and go to YouTube if you would like to. For Doug Sherman, this is Jody Brozick saying thank you for joining us in this afternoon matinee where 5th-ranked Winter Colome Pheasants come up with an 8-3 victory over number 1 ranked Parkston Mudcats. We'll be back in about an hour with American Legion Baseball.